Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Believe it or not, we're already halfway through 2019. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the top 10 games we're looking forward to the remainder of this year. What are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking Tip the Cow by Singlespeed Brewing Company. It's a Cocoa Espresso Milk Stout.
All right, you know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, tip yourself a cow if you care to, moo, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Nerd. Keep gaming, keep drinking, and keep gaming off the grid.
All right, here we go. Our top 10 games that are remaining for 2019. We're going to go ahead and jump into this thing and ruffle some tail feathers.
Number 10 is Shenmue 3. This game looks really sweet. I've honestly never played any of the Shenmue games, so I'm excited to get my hands on this and figure out what is Shenmue even about. I've heard so many good things.
Yeah, so I did have the pleasure of playing Shenmue 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast. The reason this game for me falls at number 10 on this list is that so far what I've seen, it doesn't quite look like the way it should. It's been in development for so long. I'm really hoping to be pleasantly surprised, but I don't have a very high bar set for this game. I'm excited to revisit the Shenmue universe. Open world gameplay mechanics that this game introduced back on the Dreamcast was just groundbreaking for the time. I remember my mind was blown that I could just kill so much time wandering around this living and breathing universe. But Shenmue 3, we'll see. I'm excited, but the bar isn't as high as some of these other games.
Yes, now let's move on to number 9, and this might be a shocker because there's so many people that are looking forward to this game, but number 9 for us is Super Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch. This game does look fun, but I'm not as excited for it as all the other games on this list.
All these games are awesome on this list.
Yes,
so, if you're like, oh my god, how's that number 9? Just wait. There's a lot of good things to come. But for me, and I don't know where you're coming from on this, but I still love the first Mario Maker. I also have questions as to what it's going to be like not having that tablet for the Wii U. I feel like the Wii U was literally designed perfectly for Super Mario Maker. Now I know there were some things that you couldn't do in the game as far as a design, the design side of things goes, but I still really enjoy that first game, and I guess I'm not at the point yet where I'm like, oh, I need another Mario Maker game.
And I've heard things that you can't play online with your friends. It's only random people you can play with, and that's really frustrating.
I haven't heard that aspect of it. I don't play much stuff online, obviously.
Yeah,
neither one of those do. Really matter, but I don't know. I'm just not as on the hype train for this one. Will we pick it up? Probably. I can picture us on the road designing levels and
that'd be really
trying to beat each other in it, but there's just some really heavy hitters to come, and I don't think Super Mario Maker 2 falls in line with some of these games we're getting ready to talk about.
Yes, let's move on to number 8, and that is Astral Chain for the Nintendo Switch. This game looks really freaking sweet and really unique.
On my personal list, this game is way higher. This game is it's an exclusive to the Switch, and it looks like nothing we've really ever seen from an exclusive standpoint on the Switch yet. I feel like it's maybe kind of like a Bayonetta-esque type of game. Feel. The mechanics, it's one of those games they could easily shit the bed with it if they don't get the mechanics right.
That's what I'm worried about.
How the chains work. But so far, early renderings of the game and the footage I've seen, it's just one of those games, there's another game on this list, it just kind of really has me scratching my head, and I'm curious. The curiosity is killing me, just like the cat was killed by the curiosity. Yeah.
Okay, Macho Man, let's move on to number 7, Link's Awakening. This is a remake of a Game Boy game for the Nintendo Switch, and it looks really cool.
It's a top-down Zelda game, kind of like if maybe Link to the Past-ish, but not quite. It's very smooth textures. Some people love how it looks, some people don't. It's one of those things, I'm going to wait to get my hands on it and play it. It's another one of those games, I'm glad they went there, I'm glad they're taking the Zelda series there, I really want the game. I still like playing Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. I don't actually play it on the Game Boy, I play it on the screen, but I still like playing that game. Those games haven't really grown old to me. I still like the way they play. I still like Link to the Past. I still like the original Zelda, but it will be fun to be able to play this on the Switch. I'm just not super jacked up about it.
I am kind of super excited about it because I think this might be the first Zelda game I play and beat. That's my goal so far. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I've never beat a Zelda game, so if this is the first one, that might be kind of cool.
We need to fix that. T-minus ASAP. So, all right, let's talk about number 6, the game that has tons of potential to be a couch co-op classic. Marvel's Ultimate Alliance
3. Yes, I'm super excited for this one. The second one is so much fun. It's such a fantastic co-op couch gaming experience. So I'm glad that they're bringing this back.
So the first two are really good. I like both of those a lot. I probably like the first one a little bit better than the second, but they're both a ton of fun. Got that really good beat 'em up aspect to it, and then the second one introduced a few more like RPG elements as far as leveling up as characters, things like that. I think we're gonna probably see more of that here with number 3. But it's going to be a lot of fun to have a game like that on the Switch. I believe it's a Switch exclusive, which is kind of odd.
It is kind of odd, but man, the Switch is killing it this year.
Yeah. One thing for me, I think we'll have a lot of fun with it, but neither one of us are huge Marvel. We're more DC comic fans than Marvel fans. But it's still going to be fun nonetheless, and really jacked up to play this one. It's definitely one that'll be a day one purchase for us.
All right, now we're tipping over the hill on number 5, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. We've been talking about this game since it got announced, since the Kickstarter. We love Curse of the Moon. That game's incredible. And man, this game looks so beautiful. The visuals look insane. It just looks like so much fun.
Yeah, so in case you've missed us yakking about this whole project before, I'll bring you up to speed a little bit. It is a spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And then the Curse of the Moon, which you already mentioned, was a spiritual successor, if you will, to like Castlevania 3. This game looks gorgeous. It's been a long time coming. It looks beautiful from what we've seen. Hopefully, it can live up to the hype. They have the original developer from Symphony of the Night on board. So, high hopes for this game. If they knock it out of the park, it could definitely be in Game of the Year consideration. We'll see how it goes. It's definitely probably in that indie Game of the Year conversation.
Yes, there's 4 games left, and then this is when things get really tough. It was so hard to decide what's number 1, what's number 2, what's number 3, what's number 4. Like, all these games I'm so excited for. And we did a community poll on our community tab on YouTube. These games were the top 4 of the poll as well. Let's just jump in with number 4, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, so this game, from my perspective, I think yours as well, it has a lot to live up to.
Yes.
I hope it is more in line with the original Luigi's Mansion than the one on the DS. Which is really good game.
I've never played the DS version.
It's good, but something about the first one, the controls, I just feel like I liked a little bit better. I hope this doesn't try completely reinventing the wheel with that. We'll see how it goes. It's one of those games that's either going to be really good or it's going to be a letdown, and I don't know which way it's going to go.
I really hope that you can use the GameCube controller, because that'd be sweet if the controls were identical, because we have the GameCube adapter thing, and then it'd be like, yeah, this is fantastic, you're doing this thing to get the freaking ghosts. Man, the original game is so much fun.
Yeah, it is. So, high hopes for Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yes, and let's move on to number 3, Death Stranding.
This game has been on my radar for a long time. Huge Hideo Kojima fan. The Metal Gear Solid series is my all-time favorite game series of all time. They finally released the trailer on this, and it just felt so Metal Gear Solid 3 and 4. Like, the story just seemed so cryptic, confusing.
It's very confusing.
Yeah. The gameplay, even the way the character animations move, I just feel like if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, this game is going to be a home run for you. Kojima has not ever let me down, so I think this is going to be one of the best games of 2019.
Yes, it could definitely be up there. And based on from what I've seen, the characters look so real life, and it's so cool that like they're based off like actors and actresses. Like Norman Reedus is the main guy, and I remember it got announced last year at E3, and like from the trailer, and I was like, what is this even? I still don't know what the game's about. There's like a baby, there's all, I'm just very confused, but it looks so sweet.
Yeah, there's been kind of an undercurrent, just a buzz about this game since it was announced, because there hasn't been much data out there, but it's Kojima's first effort since branching away from Konami, so we will see where this project goes, but I am just so jacked up, and I have just got such high hopes for this game.
Number 2, I have been waiting for this game for so long. I'm such a huge fan of the entire series, and that is Borderlands 3. Such a fantastic couch co-op game, and I love how they did not steer away from the path. It is going to have local co-op. It's going to be incredible.
I'm jacked up because you're jacked up about it. This is a series I've only dabbled in. I've played it a little bit on the Vita, Borderlands 2 it was, and then you introduced me to the couch co-op aspect of it. I can speak to the fact that I do like the art style. I like the humor of the game.
The humor's very sweet.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to just jump in and beat one front to back, because I have not done so yet. Shame on me. But we're going to make that happen with Borderlands 3. We might even go back through 1 and 2 before this one comes out.
And the prequel. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, you probably know what game we're going to talk about, because it's most people's number 1 game. But before we tell you what it is, let's talk about the beer.
Ooh, cliffhanger! Did the old Stallone action to him. We got a beer here from Singlespeed Brewery. This is the second beer from them that we've done on the channel in short order. We were impressed, and we wanted to do this beer because it's been on our radar for a while. This is one of the better stouts I've had in a long time.
This is my favorite stout of all time. And yeah, I'm not the biggest stout fan. I do enjoy them. But so that says a lot, but this is my favorite. And it's really heavy, it's really milky, you can taste the cocoa, like there's so much good flavor in here, but it's so smooth. And I know it's like the middle of summer and we're supposed to be drinking like IPAs and lagers and light beers, but I can drink this beer anytime, any day, no matter what the weather is. It's just such a good freaking beer.
Yeah, it is delicious. They did a great job. It's Cocoa Espresso Milk Stout, and like you said, all those flavors are very present. It's an easy drinker. It's a great stout, and I am a stout fan, but I also feel like this would be a stout that most people would enjoy.
Yes, because it's not super aggressive.
Yeah,
and
there's
it's
nothing
just like,
offensive
yeah,
here.
it's just like really good, smooth flavors. I think the milk aspect kind of smooths everything together, and it's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely this is an epic beer. Tip the Cow by Singlespeed Brewery is a home run for sure. You know, it's not that imperial type of stout, so if you're looking for something that has a little more kick and a little more punch, this is not that. But this is a milk stout done right. So way to go. This is an awesome beer. If you're coming through Iowa, this is one you've got to pick up. So.
And speaking of awesome, now let's talk about the final game. Last of Us 2. Holy hell.
Yeah, probably not much of a surprise there, but I don't know how we could have picked any other game unless we were just trying to be cool or something. Because the first game, whether you've played it on PS3 or PS4, for modern era games, I would say it's one of the better games I've played.
Yes.
Maybe even the best. Not my favorite game of all time. I kind of am more into the retro stuff. But for, like I said, that modern style, I don't know how it could be done any better.
I hadn't played this game till last year during our Tales from the Grid series, and I fell in love, and I could not get enough of it. The story is so good. You feel for the characters. You want to see how it happens, and then the gameplay mechanics, the way you have to survive. It's the apocalypse. It's just such a fantastic story, such a fantastic game. And from the trailer of this game, it's gonna be so good or even better than the first one.
Yeah, and I think that like a lot of the games on this list, the bar is set really high.
Yes.
If they can even come close to what we're expecting out of the rest of these games, the rest of 2019 is going to be epic. We've got multiple games on this list that will probably end up being in the Game of the Year discussion.
Yes.
And it's just, 2019 has been a kick-ass year for video games. 2018 wasn't bad either, but this year is amazing, and we're going to finish with a freaking bang. Fingers crossed that none of these projects get delayed, because that's going to throw our little list right out the old window. But nonetheless, we appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. In the comment section below, let us know what game you are most excited for in 2019, and we'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. Done. Sold! Ooh! Yeah! Ooh! Hey June, we're halfway through. 2019's about to get better. Remember. And then Lex
Luger. God, he looks great today.
Oh man. We're gonna talk about a deflated balloon.
Jeez. You think it can even move?
Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Believe it or not, we're already...
Leaky pipe.